Hi everybody, we are back, we are rested, we are refueled, our energy has been put back into our phones, battery chargers, microphones. The wind has died down, which is brilliant. We've just watched the juniors and the inflatable tech race. So in the juniors it was Max first again and Jack Thomas second, so awesome job for them. We've just got Steve Trott going past us there. He looks like he's been racing, he's wet, so he's been racing, which is great. So he will have come down here because of probably because of Mark Slater and the history that goes on with that. So we're very lucky to be here, and we are cross-posting with thanks to Total SUP. And so we're cross-posting on Total SUP, so welcome to all those viewers there if you are watching today. And we hope that this morning's coverage went well. We appreciate all your comments and kindness, so interaction as well. We love a bit of interaction and chat and questions and interesting things. So you might not have time for this today because this is going to be fast and furious. So Simon, you're looking at the tech course, what do you think?
Yes, well, there's a lot of it's technical. I mean, I don't suppose that was a huge surprise. There's lots of twists and turns in it, and it means that certainly it's going to be very exciting at the front because they're all going to be looking for that early advantage. Yeah. But, you know, another leveller is the fact that the conditions have really sort of eased. So the conditions have levelled out this morning. It was a little bit breezy, a little bit windy. There was a little bit of chop. Now it's about as smooth as it sort of generally gets around here. So again, that's a leveller for technical stuff. It's all going to be on the skills and the manoeuvring, which is the thing that we really enjoy watching from the shore.
Absolutely, and we've got let's just show you the course actually. We'll just flip the camera around and we are going to show you the course. So wander down with me, Simon, here. We are starting on the beach. It's a beach start. So that's always exciting in our eyes. We love that. Slightly sandy, slightly pebbly, so a little bit more sand here. There's Hexter there. Obviously just let's watch him. Nice beach start. So he came fourth in the distance. So we're very much looking forward to seeing how he performs in this as well. So what they're going to do is paddle straight out, almost where Hector is going, where that boat is. And they will paddle out through those yellow buoys. Turn right. Do a 180 degrees and come back to this red buoy here, right in the middle. And then they'll be out, I don't know if you can see it, but on the horizon almost is a little yellow buoy, and they'll go round that on a left turn. And then I think they come straight back to the two yellow buoys.
Yeah, so the outside of that sort of angled minion on the outside there. And then
they come back down to the red. And then they go up again, do the same course, but when they come back across this way to the two yellow buoys, they'll come back in, and they'll come back and they'll finish. So it's quite a short tech race, but tech races are designed to be fast and furious. Good afternoon, Bruce. Thanks for checking in again. Great to see you watching, and I hope you enjoyed the long distance or the distance race this morning. It's a little bit of a swell, and raceboard surfing conditions which lit up Sarah Perkins' eyes for sure when she was watching.
Yeah, absolutely. And some areas of the bay at the moment it is suitable for surf. There was a competitor who in the first lap confessed that he had sort of hidden his race number because he saw some opportunity for getting a few waves, which he did.
Which we thought was very funny. He's gone rogue basically, and he left the race and just had a little surf, and then I don't know whether he came back into the race or just waited until the end, but we quite like that actually. We quite like that. So
you've got to take those waves when you can get them, haven't
absolutely
you?
So here you've got these guys on the yellow boards. They are the Surf Lifesaving Crew, Bournemouth Lifesavers Corps, and they are here, and they've been we had some great feedback from the racers about how lovely these guys were. They were very encouraging and gave you a shout out and asked you if it was fun. So that's really lovely to know that these guys are not just sat watching, waiting for some accident or trauma to happen. They're actually interacting with the paddlers and cheering them on. So we'd like to thank this Bournemouth crew for doing that job. Someone has to do it. Here we go, little surf here. Let's see who can get it. Nice. And there is a bit of a drop, as you can see from that young lady. There is a bit of a drop into that water. So if if people are running in, they really need to test that before they actually do the race, because there's just a sudden drop, which is great for your fin, but not so good for your, you know, we could have a few face plants, whatever. So, yep, we've got nice conditions actually. So the next race we are going to watch, and it is going to be fast and furious, it's going to be over before we know it, is the tech race for the men, and then the tech race for the ladies. The girls and the boys do not paddle together, which is nice. So that is Blue Ewer, who is on a different board for this race, looks like. Yeah, and you've got Basti Grimm over on the far side there on the Sonova. He's sponsored by Sonova. He came, I think, 5th in the distance.
That's right, yeah.
And you've got the River Ninja there.
Yeah.
Eric Amanda.
Yes, as he likes to be called.
Currently known as Amanda. This is Hector Jessel coming in. He's had a bit of a flip round with his board and loosened himself up there. So they've had a nice long time to chill out and get some sustenance from the cafe. And let's just give you a pan round of this amazing site. So here we are in the event village. You've got the SUP store, you've got Astron, you've got GBSUP, you have got SIC, Buccaneer Sessions, Oscar Propulsion, you've got the fabulous Beach Cafe, which has been great, keeping us all supplied with coffee and bacon butties, etc. GBSUP, and then Buccaneer, Infinity and Paddlelog are there, and Black Project are there as well. So we've got lots of people helping, enjoying, watching actually, lots of people watching. So there you go, that's how it is. So all these paddlers will be lining up. They've got 10 minutes to go, so we've got a few who will be practicing their beach starts and trying not to do anything crazy. So that young man there just going around the red buoy is Donato Freens, who won the long distance race, and he has been on fire for sure, and you know, we're very much looking forward to seeing how he gets on in the tech. I think the tech will be you know, the buoy turns will be interesting, unless they've spread out by then, which is not very far actually, coming back to this red buoy here. They will not have spread out that far, so it'll be interesting to see who's brave, who's going to go for it, who's going to be more cautious.
Yeah, and because there's a degree of swell here, that's going to make those buoy turns even more interesting as they go round. So
shame we don't have a hammer buoy, hey?
Yes.
Right on the beach,
yes.
just here somewhere.
That would be suitable. Maybe we should suggest that next year. Indeed. So we're talking to you from Avon Beach, down here on the south coast of England in beautiful Dorset. We've got a 3-minute warning going, and it's been a pretty interesting day so far. It was very, very windy yesterday. This morning wasn't quite as windy. They're very official here, aren't they? And very efficient, very official indeed.
Yes, absolutely. They're running a very tight ship here, which is great. So, yeah, so Avon Beach. Talk to me about Avon Beach.
Avon
Beautiful.
Beach, yes, a beach that I spent many hours, laughter, tears, and everything in between. It's a fantastic, scenic beach. We get a gentle swell coming in, and occasionally when everything's coming in the right direction, it's fantastic surf conditions. But
let's just pan out, and over there you've got the Isle of Wight and the Needles on the right-hand side, which are very famous chalk stacks. I guess.
They're an iconic sort of British landmark. So something for the paddlers to look at if they have the chance while they go around the technical course.
I think with this course they will not be having the chance. So yeah. This is the calm before the storm. This is going to be awesome.
Yeah, this is going to be a real elbows out type race. It is very, very exciting.
So we've got waves coming in. I'm trying not to stand too close to the breaking waves because I do not want wet feet. It's the only shoes I've got. So let's just wander back here. We're not getting in anybody's way. So 30 seconds to go. So Chris McDonald there on the SIC. Go, Chris! Go, Johnny! So you've got Johnny in the pink hat there. That could be his new name, couldn't it? Okay, Here we go. So lined up, you've got Donato in the orange visor right in the middle there. You've got Blue Ewer on the NSP board, and ooh, off they go. So who have we got up first? Donato is up first. You've got Hector Jessel, Blue Ewer, and Arthur Arukin on the left there. So they are your four leaders. You've got Donato on the right, in the middle, on the right. You've got Hector next to him, Blue Ewer, and Arthur Arukin. And just tucked behind Arthur is Basti Grimm. So off they go. So they've got to head up.
All the Black Project, isn't it? It's,
all the Black Project. We've got a faller there off the board. We're not sure why, but that happens so easily. Hi, Margaret Ewer. We are guessing you might be connected to young Blue Ewer, who's doing incredibly well here today. So
he is up there in that group up front there. But,
absolutely.
Donato is absolutely leathering it there. He
really is
already establishing a bit of a gap as they reach that top buoy.
Yep, so they'll be swinging round right to that top buoy, and they'll be coming back down here to this red buoy. So we might, I'd suggest we might wander over to those rocks over there, but slippy rocks may not be such a good thing. They will swing around that buoy turn, and hopefully there'll be lots of paddlers coming in together, because we'd like it to be an exciting watch for you. So we have got Donato in the lead. Let's have a look. Blue Ewer.
And Arthur went for the bare chest approach this morning.
Yes,
seems
he
to work
did.
out for him, because he's repeated it this time.
Yeah, we're just stepping back. The tide's obviously coming in. It's Donato, Blue, and Arthur, and Hector Jessel. So that's how it was. That was a result of the distance race. So let's see what happens on this buoy turn here. Let's see who we've just watched Donato swing round, and he did it very, very professionally, of course, as will the other two as well. But you know, anything can happen on a buoy turn. We know it, don't we? Let's just watch the skills.
Look at that.
Look at that on that board. Amazing. I'm guessing that's not Blue's best side. So yeah, again, we've got the breakaway group of three, which is just how it was in the distance. And then Hector, you know, on his own there. They've just got 2 laps to do of this. So nice turn by Hector. And then we've got, looks like James Rowe and Basti Grimm. So let's see what happens here. Oh, nice. Go on. So Basti trying to get in the middle there, or get, you know, really good recovery. Looked like he was going to fall over. And again, I think this was how the situation was before. You've got Andrew Byatt, Milky Byatt, on his own there in about 6th, 7th place, but right up there. That is David Coletta there on the all in black. And gosh,
Andy.
Orange cap is Jonathan Sherwin, who is the Scottish national champion. The guy in the white top is Chris McDonald, so he's doing amazingly well. Not that he shouldn't, but he's right up there, which is great. Eric Armada there on the SIC just going past. River Ninja. Oops, we got a faller. So that's the first faller at the buoy. This is exciting. The others are almost at that top yellow buoy, and they will swing a left again and come back to the 2 yellow buoys that they first went round. We've got a couple more fallers there, so that is not helpful. You know, it's you're quicker on top of the board, on top of the water, but you know, people fall in all the time. It's great. It's great to see them out there doing their thing. So I think they're just reaching that yellow buoy, and let's see who has gone round in first place.
Donato again, and let's have a look at the gap. So it's about a couple of board lengths at the moment between him and Blue. Oh, they are as tight as you like, aren't they?
They really are. But Donato again is that, you know, that cadence. He absolutely put the cadence down and put the power down, and did shoot away a little bit, but Blue is catching him up again. So let's see how it pans out.
These guys are all locked together, aren't they? They're all drafting now.
Yeah.
And obviously that's good for the 2 behind. Donato's just been so incredibly strong all day, hasn't he? So,
yeah, and he broke away a bit there, but he's, you know, they've either caught him up or he's slowed down a little bit, because they're now in a little group of 3, whereas he just pulled away, didn't he? As soon as he took that yellow boy.
Slowed slightly, but that would be sort of consistent with a race this side. You want to just maintain your advantage without completely expending everything and going to the red side.
Absolutely. So they have to go round the furthest yellow boy, and then they will come in to this red boy here. So again, we hope that we get a bit more super action on the boy term. So I'm here with Simon from SUP FM. If you haven't checked out Simon's podcast, please do. He's interviewed some amazing people from the world of stand-up paddleboarding and more, adventurers, racers. Who else?
New York Times best-selling authors, TED speakers, and experts in their subject. So it isn't just about paddling.
But it's semi-related, isn't it, to water?
It's all water. It's all water and all useful stuff for paddlers. So, there will be a new season coming soon. So don't forget to subscribe on Apple Podcasts and please give us some love on YouTube. We've just set up the channel. We've got lots of videos there and, we'll share lots more. But obviously all encouragement, both for SUPjunkie.uk and SUP FM podcast, is built on your love and your likes and your follows.
Yes,
and
please.
So on.
Thank you so much. So here we go. We've got these 3 boys. Look at them. Donato just steps it up a level. He's determined to get away from that mini field and get around that boy, quickly, I think. So
Arthur's taking the inside line here.
Yeah, so there's a little wave there.
There's a bump there.
Oh, and Arthur's got it. This could be interesting. So Donato round first. Okay, this is a little bit of a change up here. So
he's
he
really
got a good line there. So Blue is going to have to really fight back to get that place back. Yeah, check out our YouTube channel, so SUPjunkie Paddleboarding as well as Simon. So with mine you can see lots of historic videos and interviews that I've done, and more recently, so a lot with Skip and Craig, who did the Yukon 1000, going right back to 2018 when I interviewed some amazing people like Kai Lenny and Michael Booth and Casper Steinfath and April Zilg and Seychelles and just
everyone.
Anyone. All my heroes, Bo Hodge and Anthony Baylor. It's just been a joy to speak to those people. So you've got James Rowe from Base Up just about to take this red boy. So we've got Andrew Milkybar there on the prone. It's a tippy old board. They're so narrow and they're very tippy. They're not like a stand-up paddleboard at all. And even lying on it, even getting on it, is almost impossible. So I have a very huge level of respect for anybody who can ride a paddleboard, a prone paddleboard.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it looks difficult, it looks uncomfortable, and it is
and
uncomfortable.
And it is,
yeah. That's the pure paddleboarding there, and
absolutely.
Huge respect.
Yeah, so you've got David Coletta there, just coming around the buoy. His wife, Julia, is racing in the ladies as well. On the inside there, you've got the Scottish national champion, Jonathan Sherwin, recently nicknamed Jonathan Mook Sherwin. He recently qualified for Scotland, and Scotland have never put a team forward for any World Championships or Europeans. So, here we go. Look, more action. So, Arta is in front of Blue again, but Donato is leading. They're on their last lap. They'll be done in just a minute. So, it won't take long. So, let's just watch these guys coming around here. We can't see their numbers code, so unless we know them, we can't. Okay, Andy Halliday.
I recognise him by his Hutch Supwear shorts, which he wears religiously. So,
yep.
Yeah, and that's fantastic.
Amazing.
So Hector going around and following the pack. So Hector
okay, so Hector. Yeah, so it's same but different 4. Definitely Blue is in 3rd place, so that Arta and Blue have swapped places, and this is Bastian Grimm from Germany. So again, he was 5th in the distance. I think James Rowe was 6th in the distance, so this could be absolutely the same result.
Hector was closing down 3rd place in the distance race. It looks like Bastian is chasing Hector down at the moment. He's making up a bit of time on him. So
Hector really caught up, didn't he, with Arthur?
Yeah, he
definitely. Oh, there's a bit of a wobble there. Oh, and he's in. So Kevin Jackson going round there, trying to get round that faller. Kevin is a pensioner. He lives in Wales and trains with Cardiff Bay SUP racers, and he's one of the GBSUP directors. But he's an all-round good guy. And paddling, racing, loves it. Another faller there. So, you know, it looks pretty flat out there, but it's challenging.
You can tell by the slight swell here that just complicates matters a bit when you get around those buoys. So, we are...
How are we doing those top three? It is still Donato, Arthur and Blue Ewer. So we've got one more buoy turn to take, and then we're straight into the beach to see who finishes first, second, third. So
it's going to be a straight drag race, isn't it? It looks like.
Absolutely. And it could, you know, if someone gets on a bump, you know, like Arthur did just by that buoy turn, then
it could make all the difference.
It could make all the difference. We know the technical racing and the bumps, it just has such a huge impact. And also getting off your board at the end. There is this little tiny shelf in the water, which is just about here. And if someone jumps off in the wrong place, we've seen it at the Worlds, we've seen it everywhere, it can be a breaker, can't it? You know, you face plant and you'll suddenly go from second to fifth or something. So we hope they won't do that. We hope they've remembered what it's like down here. And then we'll be watching the girls go off, which is really exciting. They've been such a good group of girls paddling here.
Yeah, so, I mean, again, you can't separate the three, really. Donato leading off, Garter in second place, and Blue in third place. And this is where any fatigue may or may not fit in, because there's been some drafting up to now, and that may or may not have saved some energy from Arthur and Blue, who are behind.
It's such a short race as well, isn't it? But it's absolutely intense. There is no let up. They cannot breathe for a moment. They have to absolutely be giving it their beans for all of the race. I'd be interested to see how far this race is, as in kilometres, maybe a couple.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple of clicks.
But they are steaming in, hugely high cadence there.
Yeah, Donato
real power, changing the sides there. I mean, he's
going for it.
He's
on
going
that
for power there.
Beautiful Infinity ever-ready board. I mean, that's been worked on for a couple of years by Dave at Infinity, and it's just, I mean, not only is it stunning, but it obviously performs well with a great machine like Donato is on top of it.
So a quick glance behind him to see where the other guys are, and they are breathing down his neck at the moment.
Yeah, so, I mean, it almost looks like he's slowing up. Maybe he's just getting a breath, and then he's going to absolutely go for it.
Yeah.
2 kilometre sprint, I know. Sick-inducing, Sam, absolutely. So here comes Donato. We don't think that he's going to let this go. They're going back up to the yellow buoys and then straight into the beach. So that's why Donato is not absolutely hammering it just there, probably taking a little bit of a breather just for a nanosecond. But yeah, don't you just love this kind of event, Sam, this kind of tech sprint? You know, we love the straight line sprints, don't we? Hi Thomas, thank you very much for watching. We think you must be related to Basti, so welcome. He is currently lying in 5th place, just coming in here after Hector. So Hector is in 4th place, and you know, those 3 boys have pulled, you know, a good way away. So Hector coming around that buoy, nice work, Hector. Such a lovely young man, absolute joy to chat to, so polite.
And knowledgeable as well.
And very knowledgeable about his paddling, about paddling, full stop. So we've got Basti coming in here.
So he was catching. It looks like the gap is maintained or just moving out very slightly. And this is where the real fatigue kicks in. The finishing sign is more or less in sight. The leading group have passed that final buoy, and now they're heading into shore. So
you can see that Blue Ewer has pulled out to the right. Absolutely pulled out to the right, and he is just hammering. He's just got out of the way of those guys, and he is going to hammer it all the way to the beach. Has he got the strength? Has he got the skills to beat these two who he's been sitting behind now for a lap and a half? So here he comes, and you've got goodness me, you've got Arthur there sort of almost pushing him out right, but Donato just seems to have this, unless something really incredible happens. But goodness me, look at the fight between Blue and Arthur. Oh, come on, Blue. Hi, Aaron. Come on, Blue. So Blue is absolutely pushing, and he's got such a sprint. Come on, Blue. It just depends on the wave. Come on, Blue. Come on, Blue. You deserve this. Look at that speed. And Arthur is coming in too. This is going to be so close. Look at these boys go. Look at Arthur go. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. What a result from Blue Ewer. Goodness me. That was bloody amazing.
Well, I've got to say, he had the local vote there.
But, you know, Arthur nearly took him.
Yes,
nearly
absolutely.
took him.
It was, I mean, they were neck and neck the whole way through.
That was absolutely incredible.
Incredible race.
Blue Ewer, congratulations. Blue, well done, mate. We'll talk to you afterwards. Well done. Amazing, absolutely amazing. So that was so pleased that we're filming this for you. You know, everything can happen in this kind of racing, and that's what happened. I don't think anybody messed up at the end. I didn't really see what happened to Arthur because he was so close to overtaking Blue, and then, yeah, just amazing. Blue absolutely wanted that. I mean, they all did, but yeah, we're really delighted to be able to capture that for you. Hector's done amazingly well, 4th place. Well done, Hector Jessel. Absolutely amazing. Well done, Hector! Good stuff. And you've got Basti Grimm coming in for 5th place again. So I'm delighted for Blue because he would have wanted to beat Donato, obviously, in the distance, but they got a 1 and a 1. So well done. Well done, Basti! Woohoo! Epic. So that's how exciting it is. So, gosh, I can hardly breathe.
No, that was quite amazing. That was a great finish, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he came across to his left, our right, and really got the ideal line in there.
And that's racecraft at its finest, isn't it? It's knowing what you've got to do. You can't sit behind. If you want to win, you've got to slip to the left and then
something different. You take the chance.
It was amazing.
It was
amazing. And
it came off.
And Blue has got that power, hasn't he? That sprint behind him. We've seen that time and time again.
And you've got to think that, you know, again, tactically, it was a really smart game to play because he drafted the whole way through.
Absolutely,
and that
absolutely.
Does save a huge amount.
So that's James Rowe finishing in 6th again. I think that's exactly the same as his result for the distance. So well done to him. He's just making sure that he's gone through the flags. You wouldn't want anything crazy to happen. So we'll watch all of these guys finish, and then we're in for the ladies. So, and let's hope the ladies is as exciting. What an exciting finish! I mean, that was just incredible. And look where Milky is as well. He is way up there. That just shows how fast the prone paddleboarders are. And it is, as we said earlier, it's such a skill just to even put the board on the water and get on it.
Because you essentially get a bit of a mouthful of water on each stroke, don't you?
Yeah. And we spoke to James from Scotland, who was doing the SUP 12, and obviously it was quite windy then. You know, people kept saying, "Well, you've had an advantage because you're lying down on the board." And he's like, "I'm getting 12 hours of salty water in my face." No, it is not an advantage.
Yeah.
So that was cracking. Hector's going in for a cool off there, so expect a little bit of a James Bond moment here. Look at that smile. He's such a lovely young man. We've got soft spots for lots of paddlers here, so good stuff. So Milky, and here we go. Yeah, well done to him. Very nice. What a skill. Well done, Milky. And you've got David coming in here.
52.55.
So well done to David. And you have got, would you like this, young man?
I would, yes. So we've got Denzel Williams in.
Denzel, again, I think I think he's in about the
up
same
front, wasn't
place.
he?
Yeah. So that's really good. So we'll definitely stay the course for this and see all of them finish. But wow, what an exciting finish! What an exciting finish!
That's Kieran Ravel.
Kieran, and then our Scottish champion here, Jonathan McSherwin. Go, Jonathan! Woohoo! So well done, Tim, for qualifying for Team Scotland. So amazing job. He trains under April Zilg. We've got Chris McDonald here on the right.
Yeah, there we go. Racing each other in.
Yeah, nice.
So it's Paul Drake coming in.
Paul Drake. Oh, Paul. I can never remember Paul's name. Oh, a little bit of a stumble there. So if that had happened to Blue Ewer, well, he'd be, whatever. Mike Kerslake, how lovely for you to check in. You need to catch up on this, mate, because we had the most epic finish of the boys in the technical race. So it was amazing. So you have to go back. And we were right on the beach with them, watching, filming. Yeah, getting very excited because that's what we need to see. That's what brings this sport alive. Andy Halliday, good stuff on him, yeah, again.
We've got what's behind him.
Oh, careful. Well done.
147.
Yep.
147. 147.
Whoops. Bit of a stumble there.
So Nick Judd.
Nick Judd, Go With The Flow, paddleboarding, check them out. Yeah,
Matt Brooks.
Matt Brooks. So Matt Brooks,
Daddy, we would think.
Daddy of the Brooks. I don't know if there were two of the Brooks boys racing or whether there was just one. I wasn't sure, but there's certainly a young man racing.
Makings of a clan, I think.
Makings of a clan, the Brooks clan. So
65.
Keep an eye on that one.
yeah, we've got the River Ninja coming in here. Eric,
65.
Amanda, Eric Armada,
Yes.
newly
Hilariously
nicknamed.
misspelt on one race entry.
Keep going, mate.
Keep going, Eric.
Keep going, Eric. Well done. And
16.
oh, that's Steve Lynn. 193 is Steve Lynn. So he's done well to get
81.
down here. And I didn't see how he did in the distance race, but
There are some lumps coming through now, aren't there?
yeah, there are
34.
definitely. Ooh, steady.
So
Ooh.
Andy Wilson here.
Andy Wilson, number
16,
16. Well done,
34.
Tim, for hanging on in there. And you've got another little bump here. So this is Hugh Price Davis.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a blue chipper, so my club. Well done, Hugh. Well saved there. Good skills. This is
Our friend Chris.
our friend Chris. Yeah, so big up Chris. He's not been on the sea a lot.
No.
Nope.
Chris
So
Lambert.
oh, he's got a little
Yeah.
wave there. Be
So-
careful, Chris. Taking the cautious approach of ramming the nose of your board into the sand.
Johnny in the hat.
Johnny in the hat. So it's really nice to see Johnny really getting stuck into the racing. I think that's been, he's an Oscar propulsion ambassador. So do check out those slitted blade paddles. He's got a Black Project one there that has
90.
maybe got slits in, I'm not sure.
Nice one, Johnny.
Brilliant racing. Guys, please check the live feed when it's put back on Facebook and check out that finish from the boys. I mean, it was utterly
We've
epic.
got Jeff Carr.
Jeff Carr, well done to him.
107.
And then you've got Kev Jackson there coming in on the starboard, so well done, number 90, and that beautiful board. I mean, God, every board is beautiful, isn't
They
it?
are, aren't
I've got a soft spot for lots of these boards.
they? Here we go.
So Kev Jackson
Here we go.
showing his OAP skills here. He says that, so I'm allowed to say that. But yeah, he does a fabulous job, and hopefully he's enjoyed that.
Yeah, he was looking a bit stiff after the distance. I had a chat with him. But
hey, look at that.
he's done it
Fantastic.
Brilliantly, absolutely.
Fantastic. So we've got 2 more to come in, or have we got someone at the back there? Potentially. Okay. 3 to come in. What we might do when these 2 guys have gone past is go and grab the winners, if that's all right. The winners of the boys, and grab them before they disappear. We'll see these 2 in, and then we can always catch the last one anyway. So 93. John Oliver, well done. Good stuff. Good stuff, John. Right, let's go and find the boys. Here come the boys. Let's go and find these boys because this is really important. Have we got young Blue Ewer?
Yeah, and then if the kids want to do something like yeah. Then you can come down to race that stuff, guys, and if Blue is down,
Hey, that was epic. How exciting.
it goes without saying.
Please watch it back. You nearly got it.
I got a bit confused. I thought it was 3 laps, and then
Oh, it's difficult to count 3, isn't it? I do remember the days. Congratulations. Also, you know that. You just look like you had it in your hand.
Yeah, I'm pretty disappointed. Well, you know, that's fake racing. I wanted to be in front.
So where's the next thing?
Like push over
We watch everything on YouTube, don't we?
the other riders. That's why I decided to go in front. There wasn't really much of an advantage to draft, it felt like, especially because it's pretty flat. And that's the decision I made. I thought I had more in me towards the end. I just couldn't push over the bumps that I wish I could. Yeah.
That was so exciting. You took Blue on board, you snuck inside, you know, 1, 2, 3 for a little while. I mean, it's a short race, but you snuck inside and then you were ahead and he was just sitting behind you. But the bit at the end, I mean, guys, please watch it back. You know, when Blue just flung himself to that side, he was going to just go for it. He's fast, isn't he? He's got that sprint ability. And then you just did the same.
yeah, actually I thought we were going for that win because I thought we had to do another lap, so that's why I went alongside with Blue.
Yeah.
And I thought it was
That's what you were doing.
And when I realized they were sprinting, that's what I started to sprint, but it was a bit late,
But
I
you
guess.
just, you know, if you watch the footage, you'll know that the ball was just ahead of him.
Then I got a bit confused with the
Oh,
race.
okay. Yeah, I see. So it
Racing,
happens.
that's why it's called tech racing, you know.
Absolutely.
There is so much going on in
And thank you
It
for
was
all of
super
that
fun.
because it makes it so much fun for us to commentate on and for the viewers to watch. It was so Blue had the loudest shouts. Obviously, the crowd, the home crowd, wanted him to win. That would be your epic win this morning. And I guess, you know I've raced. If someone's shouting your name, you can really hold it. You find something else. You find that?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Blue was looking really good. And it's really super hot, so it's good for instance in UK, I guess.
You know, we're delighted, obviously, we're delighted for you this morning. But again, we want to thank you both so much for coming.
No, thank you.
To the UK, and we hope you watch footage back and you've had a lot of love and people that have been going on. So awesome job, and thanks for providing such an exciting finish. Yeah, it's good. Nice to meet you finally, and nice to meet you again. Nice to catch up with you at the session. Thank you. We'll see you again. Hey,
Your mum and dad because you were with the different.
make it exciting for
It was
us,
like
the viewers, well, us, the commentators. The guys were watching. I mean, that was just really epic. How did you feel when Arthur went snuck in?
No, just over there.
I knew it was a 2-lap race, so like, I think after Arthur trying to make a few pushes to drop us in the first lap, we kind of knew it was going to be like really tight to the end. So I just knew, I wouldn't, if I went ahead and led too early, I'd burn out. So I was just kind of waiting for my chance. And,
So you weren't too worried when he
no,
snuck in?
I mean obviously, I knew like I needed to get past him once again, make him finish. But I knew I'd have a chance, and in that last sprint, I just had to give it everything.
You know, watching that, you all paddled really hard, you all really fit, but that was racecraft watching at its finest.
Normally they
Slingshotted out this time because I've got to get a race to watch, I've got to do my own race, and you were paddling as fast as you possibly could, and the cheers from the lead. We're saying it extra paddling, doesn't it? It just makes it so much harder. And then after we thought he was almost trying to head you off, but he was going for the boy, wasn't he? He thought there was another lap. But and that last bit, I mean, the nosebleed ball was ahead of yours on the beach, literally. So it could have been anybody, but great to see you racing so hard. And I guess you came second this morning. It was a fantastic race, but again, it's like you've got to beat this man on your home turf.
Yeah, sure.
So in terms of drafting, obviously Donate said that he sort of didn't feel that drafting was a strategy, but it certainly worked for you. Were you able to sort of hold anything back for that final sprint?
I think obviously in a tech race, like there is some advantage to being out front. Like you've got the clean water, there's no pressure on your turns, so it does help. But I think like especially the borders on the Cheetah today, it's probably not as fast on the flats as theirs, but it sits well in the wash. And I knew like I could save a bit of energy by being in the draft.
Yeah.
And like if I wanted to like get past him today, I was going to have to just kind of save my energy for the end and like go for it in the sprint finish.
And that was a really acute angle you came out in that final section. That was a conscious choice of yours, just to completely escape the wash. And
yeah, I just needed some clean water. I knew if I was going to try to sprint past them and I was in their wash, like I wouldn't be able to get past. So I just took a separate line and just went for it to the finish.
Well, it's definitely the supporters' favourite result of the day.
Yeah, and a privilege to watch a race like that. Exciting, hopefully it'll inspire the youngsters especially to see what it's like and how close it can be. And if you're behind, it's not over until it's over. One thing, when you went round the first top leg and Donate pulled away and then you just came back together again. And in my head, I was thinking, has he overbated it? And then he pulled away again. He kept putting in those little spurts that you guys just kept.
Yeah, I think this morning it really worked for him. Like on the second lap, he got around the boy and just hammered it, and that's when he got that gap, and we just completely left us in the dust. But I think, like on a race like this, when it's shorter, like you can put the work in, so you know he's going to eventually slow it down again. And if you lose that draft, then it's hard to get back on it again. Yeah.
And just one final question for me. It's all in that sort of final section. I noticed he was changing hands quite a lot. That's an indication of fatigue, I guess. Did you realise that you had a real chance at that point?
Yeah, I mean, he's very strong paddler, but I knew if he's led the whole way, he's going to be hurting. I knew like if I wanted to get past him, it was going to be at the end. I just had to hope that I had a bit more in the tank than him, and luckily I managed to get past it.
You did, and you've raced him abroad, so you know him. And he'll know you. But it just makes for much more exciting fun.
Well, fabulous.
I mean,
Wonderful.
I'm a big fan. I've been following you, commentating on you, interviewing you for how many years now?
Quite a lot now,
5 or 6 years. So it's great to see you progress and grow and race hard, and then for you to be here back in your, in the UK racing. Now, are you doing Falmouth?
Yeah. So I'll be in Falmouth. Yeah.
Good. Qualify.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah, it'll be fantastic. So everybody, please follow Blue Ewer because there's a lot of exciting stuff going on with this young man. He's our best paddler in the UK currently and has been for a little while. So no disrespect to all the OG that were here earlier. But yeah, thank you, Blue, for your time. And many congratulations.
Yeah.
Awesome. And Dad's racing today as well. Not in the tech.
Yeah, no, he did a long distance this morning. So
he did all right.
I think he did pretty well.
He did all right.
So, not bad for an old boy.
That'll be you in what, 20 years' time? Or
A bit longer than that.
a bit longer.
All expected.
Okay, we'll let you go. Thank you so much, Blue, for your time. All right, good stuff.
Well, there you go. What an absolute superstar.
Bye.